So how about that state of play? Hey everyone, this is Chris Bowles Sr. coming in with another video, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about that state of play that just came on out today. And oh boy, that was something, wasn't it? I think the biggest game that everybody was expecting didn't get shown at all today. Instead, we were treated to a whole bunch of stuff that nobody frankly cared about. Let me go ahead and blow this up a little bit here. And I don't know exactly how things are going to turn out with the copyright strike. Because, by the way, I got my first copyright strike on my video for solo leveling. So I'm going to be a little careful for the next 90 days until that thing falls off. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of live videos unless I know for certain that I can go ahead and play that video, such as, surprisingly, Disney. Disney will let me play videos of theirs without worried about getting a strike. But until that happens, until then, I'm not going to do any of the streaming of anybody else's content until after the 90-day period. But all that said, let's go ahead and get off into this. Now, the very first game that they show is Monster Hunter Wilds. This game has been pimped out for the past month. There's currently an open beta that was playable on the 6th, and I think they're doing another one within the next few days, because this game is coming out on the 28th. And they just cannot stop showing this game. I'm like, me personally, I am not a fan of the Monster Hunter games. I've played Monster Hunters on PlayStation 2 and 3, and I did play Monster Hunter Worlds. And for me personally, it is just not a game that I have any interest in. It's a beautiful game. Don't get me wrong. And I'm gonna get into that a little later. And there's lots of people excited for it. Me personally, I don't care for it. But that said, this game is coming out like right here on the 28th. There's no reason for this game to be in this particular state of play. When we look at the state of play, we're thinking about games that's going to be coming out within the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months. This ain't it. This should not have been here. So that was already a strike against this. And I kind of figure that this is only going to go downhill from there. Then the next game they show is this game, which is Shinobi. Now, me personally, I am a big fan of Shinobi. Let me go but try to scoot it back here. So I'm a big fan of Shinobi. And you see right here, you got some of the gameplay going on right there. It's a 2D side scroller. All the Shinobi games have all been 2D side scrollers. This is probably going to be more like a Metroidvania, obviously. So this is a good game. Now, again, not a game I would show during this state of play. This again is going to be coming out here on the 29th. So, okay, that's fine, but not state of play. And then they showed this game. This is another Sonic kart racing game. I do not understand why Sega keeps wanting to put Sonic in karts. Why not just have a Sonic racing game where they're racing on their feet? This is an absolutely stupid idea. It's another game that no one asked for, but Sega's going to give it to us. Now, Sega did show a few at a couple of State of Plays back. They did show some very small snippets of a Golden Axe, a reimagining of Golden Axe. I think it also showed some Crazy Taxi and a couple other games. Why didn't they show that? Why do they keep wanting to put Sonic in a go-kart? Sonic is supposed to be the fastest creature in his particular world and everything like that. But why do they keep putting them in karts? So the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is another game that's going to be coming out. When is it coming out? Let's see. I'll just do this. I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm just going to play it just a little bit until we get to the release date. I mean, look at this. Oh, he's on a surfboard, sky surfboard now. A flying car. Let's go ahead. There we go. So there's going to be Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I don't even think there's an announcement date for this. Is there? No. There's a wish list now. Closed beta test on the 21st. So we don't even have a release date for this. I'm assuming if they're doing a closed network test, it'll probably come out sometime this year. But again, who was asking for this? And the next game here is going to be one that's going to be a blast from the past. It's Digimon. Who? I'm not saying. Okay, it's another game no one asked for. No, I'm not even wasting my time on that. And then this right here, I think, is the Lost Souls Aside from a Chinese developer. It looks like what's the guys from Final Fantasy 15. So that's coming here in what? It's coming this year in May. Yeah, May 30th, 2025. So we got that. And then they showed us the WWE game, WWE 2K25. Don't care about that. And if there is one game that is currently Borderlands 4, and the reason why... Oh, that's not Borderlands 4. This is Borderlands 4. And the reason why that game is pretty anticipated, there we go, is because it's just a disappointment and anticipated at the same time, is because Borderlands 3 was meh. And then that crappy movie that they released nearly destroyed the entire brand, and they had to go in there and release this game. Release information about this game, and I'm just hoping that it plays much better than Borderlands 3, because frankly Borderlands 3 was just a pile of garbage. It was not something that a pile of garbage is too strong a term. It was just a massive disappointment compared to Borderlands 2, which in my view is the cream of the crop of this entire series. But the good news is at least Borderlands 4 is going to be coming here on the 28th of September. They're going to announce the date right here. So releasing September 23rd. So, that's good in of itself. And then here's another game that we saw before as well. This is a game where it's from the makers of It Takes Two. It's going to be a mandatory co-op game where you got to play as one of these two characters. They're two friends who get caught up in each other's imaginary worlds and everything like that, and they have to work together in order to overcome challenges. And so, what's the name of this game? It's Split Fiction. That's coming next month within a few weeks. This game does look pretty interesting. But frankly, again, I've already seen it before, so it shouldn't be shown here. And this game right here, and this is a game that really, when I saw it, I was just like, oh my God, I'm just so sick and tired of this. And it's not because it's a girl boss off in here or anything like that, although I am sick of games with girl bosses. I'm just sick of these companies that just keep trying to push this ultra realism in their games. I just want a game that's really good and fun to play. And it doesn't need to be ultra realistic. It just needs to be something that can really grab me, really hold me, and really just make me interested in the world that's being presented. And you see, that looked like Don Cheadle, but that's probably not him. they get real actors and actresses to play these parts and everything like that. That definitely is. I mean, like I said, that look like Don Cheadle, but that's not Don Cheadle. But this right here, she definitely is. This girl right here, that girl right there is definitely a real life actress. I don't know her name, but she played the 00 chick in the last James Bond movie. You guys know if you know who she is, go ahead in the comments, leave her name below and everything like that. So, but again, it's ultra realistic, but it doesn't look like something I would want to play. I'm so sick and tired of these games that look like movies, and that they want us to have this movie-like experience when I don't want to play a movie. I want to play a game. What's the name of this game? Directive 8020. Yeah, no, I'm not interested or anything like that. So, and it's not because it's a girl boss again. It's just because I don't care for the ultra realism, and it doesn't bring me into their world. This game right here, this right here is Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm going to go past that. I don't care about Friday. The movie was okay, but I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. And then this game right here, this is some weird shit that it looks wonky, it looks wacky and everything. But it looks like a Little Nightmares, a first person Little Nightmare. And what's this game right here? I didn't even take a look at this game, right? It looks like an action RPG. It looks like what I'm going to say is Dynasty Warriors. So it's Dynasty Warriors Abyss, available today. So it's out today. And this is Onimusha. We don't need to watch that again. And then we just saw Onimusha a couple of weeks ago at Capcom's event. And they're showing some more gameplay, which again, it looks great, but we were anticipating new games. And they did show Metal Gear Delta, but after seeing those other games with the ultra realism and everything like that, I just said, you know what? Even this, I'm just like, yeah, at one point I would have been, wow, Metal Gear Solid Delta, looking real good. Remake of a beloved PS3 classic, but now I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. And then this game right here, Hell is Us, we've seen this earlier before. It gave the release date for this game right here, and I think this right here is just a grand slap in the face. Days Gone. This is it's an instance where PlayStation, Sony has to just remaster all their old games that came out last year. This came out on PS4. The developer wanted to do a sequel to this game. Sony won't allow them to do a sequel to the game, but they'll let them do a remaster, and they'll add all different types of new modes and everything like that. A PS5 upgrade, PS5 Pro upgrade, but the sequel, nope, won't let you do that. And that's coming April 25th. But if we go through, there's a DLC announcement for Stellar Blade, another game nobody cares about. A lot of stuff for the PS5 Pro. This game is called Tides of Annihilation. Don't care about that. What's this game right here? I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that game either or anything like that. It's just this entire showing, and this game right here. This game is called Sparrows. This is basically Returnal with the dude. That's all it is. It's from Housemarque. It's from the same studio that did Returnal. And coming out in 2026. That's the other thing about Onimusha. That game's coming out in 2026. So these are games that are so far off and everything like that. And there is no it's nothing that's going to be coming within the next few months. And going back to that Days Gone remaster. Like I said, that's just a slap in the face of the developer, and it's a slap in the face of the fans, because there's one game that we have been clamoring for a long time that we were thinking would show up on this particular stream. And that game is Bloodborne. Now, recently, Sony had DMCA'd the independent developer who created a 60 frames per second feature mod for the beloved PlayStation 4 game, and had him take it down. Everybody thought that was an indication that Sony was getting ready to release a Bloodborne remaster or a remake, and guess what? Didn't happen. Didn't happen at all or anything. And this guy right here, the very first comment on this blog here, sums up nicely. Days Gone remastered on Bloodborne's 10th anniversary is crazy. You really just hate us, don't you, Sony? And I think that is just pretty much what it is. Sony really does not care about its customers. They just won't give us what we want. We all have been asking for a remaster of Bloodborne, but they won't give it. They gave us a remaster of Demon Souls, which is great. They gave us so many different remasters of Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2. They're giving us a remaster of Days Gone. They're giving us a remaster of Horizon, but of Bloodborne, nah, you guys don't really want that. And so we all spent 40 minutes of our time looking at 46 minutes, according to this, 46 minutes of our time looking at something that just gave us Bloodborne blue balls. A whole bunch of games that nobody really cares about. I'm pretty sure Metal Gear Solid Delta is going to do great. Monster Hunter Wild is going to do great. The Onimusha, when it gets released, is going to do great. A lot of those other games, I'm not too certain anybody really is anticipating any of them or anything like that. Like I said, most of them I have no interest in, and I forgot about them. Oh, by the way, they had a Liza P DLC. I think that'll do. Do you think that'll do okay? But State of Play, the show was a DLC. Come on, Sony, you got to do better. The next time you announce one of these State of Plays, you need to be on your A game. Because the entire intention of these is to tell people why people should be dropping hard-earned money on a PlayStation 5. And frankly, if I could have it all, if I can go back in time, I would tell myself to not buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. I'd just say, hey, just stick with your Xbox One and your PS4. Because frankly, there's nothing that any of the new generation systems or next generation systems is really offering that really is light years above what you were getting on those older systems. You know, Sony, do better, man. Do better. Well, those are my thoughts and my opinions on the State of Play. What did you guys think of that? Did you guys really like this State of Play? Are there any games you're anticipating on this? Go ahead and go down in the comments and let me know. And make sure you do like, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video like this one. Thank you very much. My name is Chris Bolts. I do appreciate your support, and I will catch you in the next video. You guys take it easy.